everyone for some more of my Hartlepool United career mode here on FIFA 22. And here we are at the end of Season 4. And just to show you guys a little bit of the world feed here. You can see we won Manager of the Month. We also got, which we hit, I believe it was the 200 win milestone, or 300 win milestone as manager. You can see we won the Conference League, as well as Liverpool have won the Champions League. You can see Trent posing with the trophy. But before we continue on, hopefully you guys have an awesome day today. Hopefully you guys doing well. But you can see we've sealed the trouble. But we're just going to take a look at what's been going on here throughout the season. You can see we finished 23 points ahead of Manchester City on top of the Premier League, with Liverpool and Chelsea rounding out the top 4. Wolves and Everton slid down. I was kind of hoping Wolves would have taken a Champions League spot, but it was not meant to be. Manchester United finishing in 10th is rather hilarious, if I'm being honest. And then the three teams going down are Burnley, Norwich, and Newcastle, which Newcastle, no surprise, since they sold Sonstedt. And they also sold Bruno, too. Selling those two guys pretty much marked the death of this campaign for them. But you guys saw that we won the FA Cup against West Ham in an earlier episode. Yeah. Wow, I'm having trouble speaking. I'm so sorry, everybody. But we beat QPR in round 3. We beat, which Newcastle got knocked out in round 4, but we beat Spurs in round 4. We beat Arsenal in round 5. Quarterfinals, we beat Bournemouth. Semifinals, we beat Chelsea. Carabao Cup was won by Manchester City. They beat Liverpool. I think we got knocked out in the second round. Nope. Third round, I think. No, we got knocked out in the quarterfinals. We got knocked out because we lost to Bournemouth in the quarters, and we ended up beating Leicester in round 4. Of course, Super Cup at the beginning of the year was won by Real Madrid over Lyon. Champions League, you guys saw that Liverpool beat Atletico to win the Champions League, which we will be competing in that next year. Marseille beating Roma 2-1 in the Europa League, and of course we ended up beating Stade de Reims in the Conference League final. You can see the team that we went to in our Journeyman career mode, Hearts, got grouped from this particular group we were in. You can see round of 16, we ended up beating Utrecht from the Netherlands, 5-2 on aggregate. Quarterfinals, we ended up eliminating Arsenal 6-2 on aggregate. And in the semifinals, we beat Aalborg from Denmark, 7-3 on aggregate. You can see Stade de Reims beat Panathinaikos in the semifinals. I'm going to take a look at the goal scoring chart. You can see Antonio Perez finishing on top with 33 goals, 5 ahead of Calvert-Lewin. You can see Tanane finishing with 17, Hoppe with 15, Rashika with 12, De Wolf with 11. I gotta be careful because from where I'm sitting and where I'm looking at this, the Hartlepool and Tottenham crest look very similar. And Bruma with the most assists with 14, 3 ahead of Rashika with 11, Tanane with 10, Rivas with 9, De Wolf with 7, Astrom and Wouters with 6. Clean sheets, Baumann only 2 behind Mendy, which is very impressive, considering it seemed like we had a heck of a hard time keeping clean sheets. FA Cup, let's see, did we get any clean sheets in FA Cup? Doesn't look like it. Hoppe with the most assists in the FA Cup with 7, 3 ahead of Wouters. You can see Tanane with a few. See Rashika with the most goals with 7. That's interesting. Perez with 6. Tanane with 5. Hoppe with 4. don't really care about the Carabao Cup, to be honest. I'm just going to be focusing on the competitions that we won. And Mbuma with the most goals in the Conference League with 14, 3 ahead of Perez. Serhouse from Stade de Reims finishing as their top scorer with 5. Same with Pobega with 5. Rivas with 5. But speaking of Rivas, he got the most assists, which is 2 ahead of Cayusti from Stade de Reims. Mbumo and Pobega with 4. Bashika with 3. Most clean sheets. Bauman with the most clean sheets. GG to him. With 5. 1 ahead of Rene and Rice. But now we're going to take a look about... yeah. Wow, I'm having trouble speaking. We are going to take to see what's happening all around the rest of England. I do apologize for my bad Englishing in this video. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me. But you can see Bournemouth and Brentford getting automatic promotion with West Brom, Brighton, Sheffield United, and Preston fighting it out for the playoffs. Relegated teams are Sunderland, Burton, and Peterborough. So Newcastle will still be a division above Sunderland next season, which, as a Newcastle fan, that makes me happy. League 1, Hull and Rotherham get automatic promotion. Both of them finish equal in points and only 1 ahead of Luton Town, who will be fighting in the playoffs alongside Blackpool, Plymouth, and Exeter in the playoffs. Relegated teams are Swindon Town, Cheltenham Town, Milton Keynes, and Crewe Alexandra. I will never forget in my Nottingham Forest career mode, Crewe Alexandra actually winning the FA Cup over Manchester United. I will never get over that. BNC AFC Wimbledon, they'll be switching positions with arch nemesis MK Dons next season. Themselves, Accrington and Gillingham get automatic promotion with Salford, Tranmere, Colchester, Northampton facing each other in the playoffs. And if relegation was a thing, Stevenage and Barrow would be going down. Now let's take a look at our objectives. Pretty much got everything. I know we were at 100% manager rating. I don't know why it dropped down to 95. But you can see brand exposure, one crucial player, continental success, domestic success, financial. No points show in Youth Academy because we... Okay, that must have been 200 win milestone that we achieved off camera. You can see we still got 41 million in the budget, which naturally I'm not going to spend any of it. Our starting budget was 64 million, but then we ended up getting close to 200 million in players purchased due to that 175 million euro sale of Oliver Hansen to Manchester City, which definitely helped out a lot. But take a look at transfer history. Bunch of players going out on loan. I'm definitely going to have to get, because we're at maximum squad right now. So anybody that has no potential, I look to get rid of next year. You can see all the deals that we've made. Pretty much the only ones you didn't get to see were the Ibanez and it's just mainly loans. I'll show you guys short list here pretty soon. But just to show you guys some of the deals that we've been able to make. Which I know I showed this before, but it's just a recap. take a look at our squad here. You can see Bauman's already up to an 86. He went from an 84 to an 86 rather quickly, which makes me very happy. Pretty much the only player that I'm looking to move on, well, replace in the starting lineup is Alvarez at left back. I plan on bringing in somebody close to the same overall as at least Kwanzaa. And I might actually look to move on Matty Cash. Of course, that just depends on how much budget I have next year. But I might also look to bring in a new right back as well. And you guys are probably wondering, well, how come you not think about replacing Wouters? Well, Wouters is just a young guy. Well, so is Alvarez. But I do believe Wouters does have time to grow a little bit more. But dynamic potential should help him out in that regard. But if not, I mean, depending on our budget and what I plan on doing, I may look to bring in somebody for that right wing position. You can see our backup team. Of course, I am looking, which Villa is already an 83, so I don't know. He's been growing like a weed, and if I put him as my new starting right back, there's a good chance he might reach an 85 by the end of next season. So I have some decisions to make. One thing I do know for sure, I do plan on bringing in a new backup left back because Plantenhurt is retiring. And I do want to bring in 2 backup center backs, which I do have plans for both those. So Adesina will most likely be sold, and Peters, depending on what his potential looks like, he might be on his way out too. I might keep Sells for another year though. If he keeps on whining about game time, I'm gonna sell him. Tanane, as good as he's done for us this season, he is approaching 32 years of age. 77 is all the higher he's going to get, and I do want somebody that's close to the 80 rating. That way, if something happens to Rivas, I'll have a handy backup. But we are going to look at stats. Should be no surprise, Perez, 50 goals and 6 assists in 42 appearances. That is just absolutely mental from the young Uruguayan. She's only 23, too. You can see Tanane. Yeah, he is 31. They're going to be approaching 32, so I'm going to be looking to move him on next season. If there's any in particular you want to look at, you can just go ahead and pause the video. Rashika, his growth is just because of position change. Rivas growing quite nicely, so he should be around the same overall as what he was at the end of my Journeyman career mode. Yeah, Cash may be moving on, I don't know. I mean, he's only grown by 1 this year. He is 27, so I might look to keep him, I might not, I don't know. But then again, Claudio Villa, my backup right back, is growing like a weed. Peters has not grown at all. So I'm thinking about moving him on. Same with Adesina. Bartos has not grown at all, which is disheartening. Mustafi, only making the 1 appearance. That was the final Premier League game. He will be retiring at the end of the season. Need to look at some of the growth of my youth players here. Munoz has not grown at Napoli, which I didn't think he would because they're not going to play him. I know some of these players I'm going to be going out on loan. Only 1 clean sheet for Matt Sells in 23 appearances. Yeah, I might, depending on who I can find, whether in free agency or a cheap backup that's around the same overall, I'll be looking to move on Matt Sells. But yeah, Villa's grown by 7. I might actually consider having him as my new starting right back and see if I can get a backup left back. I don't know. I know that's a little bit of a gamble, but it's a gamble I'm willing to make. See, Carvalho joins Perez as 90 rated players on my team. Now we're going to look at development plans here. If there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can just go ahead and pause the video. Should be growing these guys. I don't know why I'm not. "21 on good form. He should be reaching 87 close to the beginning of the season. Platinum Hurt, those are his final stats before he moves on. By moving on, I mean retiring. Why is this guy not on the plan? Oh, no wonder, because he takes too freaking long to grow. He might be a guy I'd be looking to move on. He's 21 years old and only 64 rated. And Palacios, same with him. I'll be looking to move him on too. Yeah, I need to get rid of some of this dead weight on my team. Guys that I know that's not going to have a shot in this team. Mustafi's final stats. Peters, I just don't know. He has not grown at all this season. I've been keeping an eye on his development plan too. He just does not grow. $75 on good form. He may reach a 91, but even if he doesn't, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Adesina, I will probably be moving on as well. He's not growing as fast as what I'd hoped he would. But I'm really liking the center back pairing of Konza and Carvalho. I think they're doing a really good job. Again, Matty Cash, I may or may not move him on from next year. I don't know. That's a decision I'm going to have to make. Yeah, 65 on good form. So he may reach an 85 next season. Pobega's going to take 39 weeks no matter what. And even though he is only 76 rated, I do want to keep Astrom on the team because he's had that intangible for me that just... He's always been there when I need him, especially when I'm playing with my backup team. He's always there, contributing, either with goals or making a tackle or something. So, Astrom is not going anywhere. Tanane, again, it's going to take him 61 weeks to reach a 77. He'll be lucky if he reaches that. He is 31 years of age, so I'm thinking about bringing in somebody else in for that backup cam position. Kind of hoping he gets a potential boost. 69 weeks on excellent form to reach an 87 is a bit... Though he has been growing a lot, so hopefully dynamic potential kicks in for him. Logan Martin, why is he not... I'm wondering why these guys aren't growing. It'd help if I put developer plans on them. Why do I not have developer plans on these guys? Matic could also be a striker. But yeah, I'm going to keep a hold of my wingers too. I don't plan on bringing in any new wingers. Because I'm keeping the faith in Wouters. Now, is it just me, or does Robin Wouters kind of look like that one bad guy from Resident Evil? What Afterlife, the fourth movie, where Chris Redfield made his appearance in it. Doesn't he look like the one bad guy in that movie? I don't know, maybe it's just me. Speaking of Resident Evil movies, Afterlife is my favorite one, so... I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm weird. Hopper, 26 weeks to reach an 80. I'm looking to keep him. Perez, let's see. 29 on excellent. He'll probably reach a 91 towards the halfway point of next season. But yeah, I need to get rid of some of this dead weight next season because you can see we are at maximum squad depth. So, but yeah, some of these guys that I have here that does not have any potential. Let me look at potential here real quick. Okay, Papoutsis, I do have transfer listed. Palacios, I'm planning on moving that from loan list to transfer list. Peters, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead transfer list you because I'm planning on bringing somebody else in. Palacios, I'm going to remove him from the loan list and I'm going to go ahead and transfer list him. Shabalala can be my fringe. You can see Cavallo's already one of the world's best. Lovely to see. Adesina, I'm going to go ahead and transfer list you. Okay, Villa is an exciting prospect, which is good to see. Okay, it doesn't show Astrom or Perich with potential, but at the very least, I want to keep Astrom because, like I said, he's been phenomenal for me. Tanane, I'll be moving on. I won't transfer list him at the beginning of the season. Acarelli is transfer listed. The Wolf is showing great potential despite only growing by 2. Vouter showing great potential. He grew by 3. That's not too terrible. Hopper does not show any potential. But, I mean, one thing about potential is once players reach the age of 23, it's always going to show at the club since whatever. But if they're 23 or younger than 23, if they're still showing that means they have 0 potential. You can see Perez is one of the world's best. And before I end the episode, I do want to show you guys my short list here because there are a couple players I am looking to bring in. Okay, let's see. Tomoyasu, he is 1 year younger than Matty Cash. He is only an 85, so I'm thinking about bringing him in, but at the same time, though, I don't know how much of a gamble it would be bringing a guy that's only 1 year younger, that's only 1 year overall than Matty Cash, and there's no guarantee that he's going to be growing under the opposite side glitch, so I'm a little bit torn about bringing Tomoyasu in. Pacina is a guy that I'm looking to bring in to replace Tanane, though I don't have any information on him. But here are the guys right here that I'm looking to bring in as my new backup center backs. Leinhardt and Mavropanos. Both of them are 80 rated. Both of them are on a bit of upper 20s age, but should serve well for at least a couple seasons at least. I'm always looking at Alderete, but I'm not going to be getting him. Aldero may be a look at a backup goalkeeper. I don't know. Amiri is another guy that I'm looking at to bringing in to replace Tanane. Kerr, he is rated 79. He is a year older than Mavropanos, and Mavropanos is a year older. He does not have any traits like these guys do, though Mavropanos is injury prone, so that is something to keep note of. Kieran Tierney is the guy that I'm looking to bring in as my new starting left back. He is injury prone as well, so that is something to be mindful of. If I do replace Matty Cash with Claudio Villa, then Mela is the guy that I'm looking to bring in as my new backup right back. Though, I really don't know. I'm kind of torn what I want to do with that right back position. I don't know if I want to replace Matty Cash altogether, or just keep him in there and just hope he reaches an 85 at some point next season. But, yeah, I'm going to have decisions to make here between now and the next episode, which I should let you guys that the next episode will be the Community Shield, which will begin Season 5, and the Community Shield will be up against Manchester City, because they did finish as runners-up in the Premier League, and of course we won both the Premier League and the FA Cup, so in case that happens, goes to whoever finishes runners-up in the Premier League, which of course was Manchester City. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. The team may or may not look drastically different by the time we reach the Community Shield, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.